And guys, Mitchell Weiser has accepted the contract offer, hence we have now signed another right back, and I'm really glad that we have two quality right backs. And again guys, another transfer. Ousmane Dembele has now joined Leicester City. What a talent guys. We are passing the ball around the box, and now Musa in the box here turns from the defender, takes the shot and scores. Musa scores the first goal of our Premier League season. Hey guys, how's it going? It is S2G and welcome to Season 2, Episode number 3 of the Leicester City Career Mode series. I was initially going to upload this one yesterday, but as yesterday was Black Friday, there were a lot of lightning rounds and all that kind of stuff on Ultimate Team. I was just playing Ultimate Team all day. I actually spent about $100 on FIFA points and managed to get literally no one. I opened a couple of 100k packs as well, still got no one, so disappointed. But anyways, I guess I should just stick to Career Mode. In today's episode of this Leicester City Career Mode, we have some pretty big games. First up, we play Chelsea away from home at the Stamford Bridge, and then Spurs at home. So big Premier League games coming up. Of course, in the previous episode, we started off our Premier League campaign pretty well as well. 4-0 win against Bournemouth. If we can get good results against Chelsea and Spurs, things will be looking pretty good for us. Of course, we won't be making any more transfers. We are already done with all our transfer stuff. Of course, we brought in a ton of players this season, and then I want to save up the rest of the money I have for spending in the January transfer window. So that is exactly the plan. This is how the league table looks. Of course, we've just played that one game against Bournemouth, which we did win 4-0, and of course we have 3 points because of that, and we are in 6th place. With a win against Chelsea, we could go potentially top of the league, but it is going to be a difficult game. Before that guys, it's time for a press conference. So the first question, how many seasons would it be at Leicester? I'm thinking 3 seasons guys. I haven't thought that through. It depends on how much we win this season, or maybe if we don't win anything until the 3rd season, we might actually have to do a 4th season. But I'm really enjoying this Leicester Career Mode. The support is there as well, and I'm not sure right now, but definitely 3 seasons at least. Now guys, moving on to our next question, which is of course, do you have any bold CPU predictions for table finishes, like a minnow team finishing in the top 4 or a big team finishing in the bottom half? So right now, looking at the league table, Middlesbrough look like a team that could potentially get into the top 4, maybe even Stoke City or Everton. They're doing really well as well, but I think a team that will be in the bottom half will be Liverpool. On Career Mode guys, they always seem to finish in the bottom half for some freaking reason, so that is one of my predictions. But that is it for the press conference. If you guys have any more press conference questions, drop them down in the comment section below. For now guys, we're going to get into this game against Chelsea. This one's away from home, and we know that Chelsea are pretty good at home, so this is going to be a tricky game. This is the Chelsea lineup: Begovic, Kane, David Luiz, Ivanovic, Azpilicueta, and their defense guys doesn't look all that good. Besides that, they have gone with a weak lineup: Hazard and Aubameyang on the bench. I'm surprised that Chelsea have benched Aubameyang for such a big game, but this is the Leicester City lineup. 2nd Premier League game of the season, and it's again a strong lineup. This time I am giving Alen Halilovic the start ahead of Ricardo Saponara. Let's see what Alen Halilovic can do against Chelsea. It's still a strong team, and I'm expecting a big performance from this side. And straight off in the 22nd minute, we have a great chance to score. Mahrez finds Axel Witsel. Axel Witsel drives the shot onto the ground, and that's a great finish from our new signing, making it 1-0. Riyad Mahrez with a great run and an assist to Axel Witsel, and his finish was perfect. So 1-0 to Leicester City against Chelsea. Not bad at all, but Chelsea are trying to get back into this game, and it's Bertrand Traore here with the shot, but his shot was above the crossbar. 30 minutes into this game, still 1-0 to Leicester, and now just before halftime, they have the chance to equalise here as our defender, I don't know what he's done, I don't know why, Robert, who just cleared it straight into the paths of Bertrand Traore, but luckily for us, Traore's shot hit the post, and we really got lucky there. Now a chance again for Traore. He puts the ball inside the box, grounded cross into Pasalic's path, and that finish from him was pretty decent, and hence guys, it is 1-0, and it was coming guys. They had a lot of chances after our goal, and I think deservedly it is now 1-0. I'm making some changes. I'm bringing off Halilovic, Musa, and even our defender Hoot, who wasn't doing well, and I've brought on Saponara, Jamie Vardy, and I think Michael Keane. Hopefully these changes can help us at least get the draw, or maybe even just a win. And we now do have a chance as the ball is headed down to Saponara, who volleys it first time. That was a decent effort. If that had a bit more power, that could have probably probably gone in and probably would have been goal of the season. In fact, goal of the series as well. Yeah, now Carrasco is in a very good position. He puts the ball inside to Jamie Vardy, whose shot is somehow saved by Begovic. What a chance though. And now a chance late on in this game. 90th minute, probably the last chance of this game. Can we make it 2-1? It's Jamie Vardy. Vardy drags that one wide. That Vardy was so close to getting us the winner in the 90th minute. But guys, unfortunately, it does end 1-0. To be fair, it's not that bad result against a team like Chelsea. And I'll take a draw against Chelsea every single day of the week. But now guys, I'm doing some training. I'm training our goalkeeper Cruz. Of course, he's from our youth academy. Hopefully his overall will grow soon. Also training one of our star prospects, Declan Davies, who's got a potential of 93 or 94, which is ridiculous. He's going to be amazing for us in future seasons. And I'm also training Gray and Chilwell players that I really want to have their overall increase. And guys, the Champions League group stage draw is done, and we've been drawn in this group: Barcelona, Wolfsburg and Panathinaikos alongside us as well, which is pretty decent. It's a really strong group, and I think I'm going to enjoy it. I think we should be able to secure at least second place, because Barcelona probably are going to secure first place with all the great players they have. But anyways, this is the next group: Spurs, Schalke, Stade Rennais and Ajax. This one is also a decent group with big teams like Atletico Madrid and Mönchengladbach. This one has Bayern, Benfica, Fenerbahce, Copenhagen. It's also a good group. Dortmund, Lyon, Porto and Celtic. Decent as well. This definitely looks like the group of death: Napoli, United, Club de Bruges and Real Madrid. And this one is also a pretty decent group. Group D with Paris Saint-Germain and Manchester City. Juventus, Sevilla in a group as well. It looks pretty decent. I think it's a tough draw, but I think we should be able to cope with it. Any predictions for who's going to progress to the round of 16? Drop them down in the comments section below. Now we are going to be facing Spurs in our next game, and this game is at home, so we are probably favourites, you know, secure a good result, maybe 3 points in this game. It's a strong team. I have made a few changes. I'm not playing Robert Hood because he lacks pace, guys, and I don't want to concede silly goals because of his lack of pace. Also, I have brought back in Ricardo Saponara, as Alan Halilovic didn't really have the best of games against Chelsea. But this is the Spurs lineup. Some nice plays on the bench as well, like Moussa Dembele, but they have pretty much played all their top plays. Chance here for Spurs. Yeah, Victor Wanyama plays the ball out wide into Heung-min Son. Son takes this one inside. It's still Son with the ball. Does really well to keep hold of the ball. Plays it into Divock Origi, whose shot takes a deflection, but Schmeichel reads it well and makes an easy save. But then in the 22nd minute of this game, Mendy gets himself injured, and it definitely looks like a serious injury. Luckily this season we do have backup options, and I've brought in Daniel Amati, so that shouldn't be much of a problem. But Mendy is a crucial player for our team. Hopefully that isn't a serious injury. It does look like one though. Now a chance here for us again. Jamie Vardy plays the ball through into Axel Witsel. Witsel now has a chance to get his second Premier League goal of the season, but Warm makes a decent save. 37 minutes into this game, it's still 0-0. Now a chance here for Spurs. Divock Origi plays the ball out wide into Eric Lamela. Lamela cuts that one back into Origi, whose shot is somehow kept out by Kasper Schmeichel. Decent goalkeeping from him. And now they have a corner. Somehow Alderweireld is given that much time and space. He takes advantage of that and smashes the ball into the back of the net. 1-0 to Spurs. 75 minutes into this game. I'm making some changes, guys. I need something to change. We need to get that equaliser. I've brought on Ousmane Dembele and Moussa for Saponara and Vardy. Hopefully that can make a difference. And yes, guys, it already did. Dembele here was on fire. He took on one player, went past him, took on another, went past him as well. The third player tripped him inside the box. It was the goal scorer Alderweireld who conceded the penalty, and we get a chance to get the equaliser. It's going to be Mahrez to take this penalty, and that's a pretty nice penalty. It's 1-0 now against Spurs. And guys, this was the final attack we had of this game, and the game did actually end 1-0. To be fair, I'm not complaining. Spurs were the better side. They had the better chances. We somehow managed to get the equaliser thanks to Ousmane Dembele's magic inside the box. Besides that, 1-0 against Spurs is, I guess, a fair result and not bad at all. But guys, Mendy's injury isn't that serious, which I guess is awesome. Just about 9 days. He'll probably miss the next game, but he should be back for future important games. Also transfer offer for Danny Simpson. I just accepted that. I think it was from Brighton, because I don't think we'll be using him this season with Mitchell Weiser and of course Kieran Trippier at the club. Right now we are in 6th place after playing 3 games with 5 points, 4 points off the top. We also have to take in consideration that we have played pretty much 2 top teams and of course not lost yet, which I guess is awesome. Of course only 2 games in this episode, as I wanted to include a squad report. So let's get into this squad report. Kasper Schmeichel, 30 years old, 83. Some of his goalkeeping stats are still increasing. Look at that kicking, man. 96 kicking. not bad. Kieran Trippier gone up by 1 as well. Robert Hood is going down. As I said, his pace is just too low, and I think, guys, we need to bring in a new centre back in the January transfer window. Any suggestions, guys? They're always welcome. John Stones hasn't grown yet, but I'm sure he will. Tremoulinas is going down in the stats, and pretty much that was expected. We might need to bring in another left back soon as well. Axel Witsel still 83 and has been solid so far for us in midfield. Mendy has gone up by 1. Of course, he is out with an injury right now, but he should be back very soon. 82 rated CDM. Not bad at all. Next player we are talking about is Ricardo Saponara, gone up by 1 already, 83 rated, which is great. Next up we have Riyad Mahrez, of course, 87 rated, which is insane. And look at some of those stats: 93 agility, 92 ball control, 92 dribbling. Here we have Musa as well, and he's growing in his stats, which is great. He's 82 rated, 1 rating above Jamie Vardy. Next we have Carrasco. Look at that sprint speed, man, 95 sprint speed. Hasn't really been at his best so far in this season, but I think he's going to be amazing for us. Ousmane Dembele gone up by 1 already, was crucial for us in that previous game against Spurs. Demarai Gray gone up by 1 as well, now is 78 rated, not bad at all. Next up, Alen Halilovic gone up by 1, 82 rated. Some of those stats he's got are insane. Look at that dribbling, balance and all, very similar to Leo Messi. Daniel Amati here, 80 rated. Now Jamie Vardy unfortunately is going down in a few stats, but he has been in good form. Michael Keane gone up by 1 and is now 78 rated. Decent, I'd say. Danny Drinkwater, 81 rated. And of course Miguel Cruz, our youngster goalkeeper, 66 rated, gone up by 4. I'll still be training him on his goalkeeping stats so that he'll be a decent backup goalkeeper option. Ben Chilwell gone up by 1. Slimani still 83. I'm going to give Slimani a few chances to play in probably the next episode or so. Weiser has gone up by 1, I believe. And of course Schlapp has gone up by 1. Luis Hernandez is the same in his overall, but that is pretty much it. The rest are just lone players. And yeah, guys, that is it for the squad report. Also, guys, the transfer window has come to an end, and we have ended up with 23.67 million. I think 30 million once we do adjust the wage budget, and we are in a profit right now, which I guess is decent. Of course, this is a team we have until January. Apart from our defenders, I think it is a pretty solid team. We might need to strengthen that centre-back position, and that is probably what I'm going to do in the January transfer window. For now, guys, next episode we have Everton, Panathinaikos, first Champions League game of the season, Watford, and of course we'll be simming this game against Burnley. Of course, before we end this episode, it is now time to find out who our player of the episode is. Again, not that much of a surprise. It is going to be Riyad Mahrez, who got himself a goal and an assist and an average rating of 8.4. This assist that he got for Axel Witsel was really good. He literally took on the whole Chelsea defense, found space and just passed it on to Axel Witsel, whose finish was really nice. And then he scored a crucial penalty against Spurs, of course, led by example in that pressure moment. Decent penalty, and that got us at least a point from that game against Spurs. And that, guys, is pretty much it for today's episode. Let's have a look at our board expectations, overview and all that kind of stuff. We're yet to complete our youth development objective. I think we should start doing that in the next couple of episodes or so. The next one is the brand exposure one. Set out at least 85% attendance at least 70% league home games this season. That is going well, and that should be done. The financial objective I probably won't be doing, as I really want to spend money in the January transfer window, getting some of those big centre backs into this team. Besides that, the domestic success one is to, of course, get a Champions League spot and reach the semis of the FA Cup. Also, our Champions League objective is to reach the semi-finals, which will be difficult. But that is pretty much it for today's episode. If you guys have enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like on this video. 100 likes is the goal for today. Subscribe for more FIFA 17 content, and I'll see you guys very soon for another episode of this series.